So hello gamers, today I'm going to be showing you the best Mark 11 setup in Phantom Forces. Mark 11 is one of the best DMRs in the game. I see a lot of hate for this gun sometimes. People say, oh my gosh, it shoots so slow, it's just so annoying to use, and that is true, it can be annoying to use, but that's only because of the delay. I've talked about this. It's a very high skill ceiling gun because you actually have to shoot at a certain speed. I guess you could use a macro, but that's just cringe, I don't do that. If you click it too fast, you actually shoot slower. It's really interesting. It has kind of this delay that it adds on if you shoot it too fast, so you have to be pretty good to actually do really well with this thing. But yeah, starting off with optics, I used to use Delta, which is why I have 194 Delta kills, but some people have told me that the Malcolm is really good on DMRs, and I checked it out on the Mark 11 and it was great. It's a very good intermediate scope that allows you to actually control recoil sort of, because some scopes like the VCOG, since they're so zoomed in, they have a lot of recoil, but a 3X is just, it doesn't feel like it has that much recoil and it's pretty easy to control. Then for barrel, you can have a few options. First off, comp is not that good. Suppressors, obviously, I've talked about this in the past. If you're going for best loadout, never use a suppressor because a suppressor just makes your gun worse. It lowers damage and muzzle velocity, so don't really use suppressors. Muzzle brake is the best for not changing your RPM but lowering your recoil. Then you got short barrel. Unlike a normal short barrel, this will lower your max and min damage range as well as your muzzle velocity, and it will lower your muzzle velocity by a lot, like 600 studs per second, so I wouldn't really recommend it unless you absolutely despise the handling, but then just use a different gun. The handling is not bad on this gun, so don't really use this. If you're okay with losing 33 RPM, the muffler would be fine. The oil filter would also be fine, but it kind of gets in the way. And muzzle booster is good if you can control the recoil and you want it to go up to 350 instead of 330, which is it's a difference. It's not a huge difference, but it's a difference. Personally, muzzle brake is the best for me. And for underbarrel, there's a few options. First off, skeleton grip if you want to aim down sights a little bit faster, but that will make your recoil higher. Recoil is actually a problem on DMRs, unlike snipers, because DMRs shoot faster and, you know, they don't actually have to bolt. Personally, I just use a green laser for recoil recovery speed and hipfire spread. I've seen some people use pistol grip. I don't know if that's that good. Let me know in the comments if you use it and why you use it. So yeah, personally, I just use a laser, or I might use a stubby grip when I get that in 5 kills. Then you got retract and remove stock here. These are two very good options because unlike the short barrel, this does not lower your damage ranges or velocity, but of course it does have the downside of adding recoil. So if you like your recoil control, don't use retract or remove stock. And then of course you can use a laser, you could use a canted. There's no full stock on this gun because it kind of already has like a full stock. See, I don't know how you could get any fuller than that full stock. Then here you have a lot of good options. First off, AP will make your 2-shot to the torso a little bit shorter, but it does give you 2.5 studs of pen instead of 1.7, which is a pretty good upside. It does also half your suppression, but the Mark 11 doesn't really have a ton of suppression. It doesn't really suppress that well. It's more of just a killing gun, you know, not a suppressing gun. Then you got silent. This would be pretty good. It doesn't really lower your muzzle velocity by a ton, so it might be worth using. It does make your gun very, very quiet. Then you got hollow points. I wouldn't really recommend using this. Oh my gosh, it completely destroys your damage ranges. Yeah, don't use this at all. Then you got 500 phantom. This will make you have a ton of recoil, only 10 bullets, and really, really bad muzzle velocity. I'm talking worse than the K7. I'm talking worse than the AS Val. I'm talking worse than the shotguns in this game. I'm talking almost as bad as bird shot. It's like really bad muzzle velocity, but lots of pen, lots of damage, and you torso kill to about 30 studs, which is kind of overpowered when you think about it. A gun that can shoot at 275 RPM but can torso kill, that's pretty good. Personally, I don't really use it because I really like tap firing this gun from long range, but you can use it if you want to. Then tracerless obviously doesn't really matter that much. This is not the best map, but I'll show you what this gun actually does. So if I'm actually shooting this thing, I can shoot it very fast, as you can see. Considering if you hit one torso and one head, this can 2-hit all ranges. That's actually pretty fast. But do keep in mind, if I actually click this thing way too fast, then it's going to have like, oh, some potato aim. If I actually click this thing really fast, I'll show you. So you can hear me actually clicking super fast, right? Well, not super fast, but you can see that I'm not actually shooting that fast. But if I do this, then I can shoot it really fast. It's really interesting because if I click it too fast, it slows it down. Fast CPS doesn't matter on this thing, which is cool. I'm bad at fast CPS, but I'm good at actually like bursting guns. Accurate CPS is like not clicking super fast, but clicking at the certain rate that is necessary to shoot the gun as fast as possible. That's why I can make the 93R do this, see? Like the 93R is normally a burst, but I can make it do this, which is like really, really good, as you can probably tell. Oh yeah, small tip, I got this from Denian Rider, I don't know really how to say it, but like look up on YouTube like 300 BPM metronome, and that way you can actually shoot this thing as fast as possible. If you have a 300 BPM metronome and you click at that speed, you could do up to 330, but 330 is a little bit too fast. You might accidentally like trigger this thing's like downtime in between shots. If you click at that speed, that is basically the max RPM you can shoot this thing at, which personally I found very helpful to figure out how to click this thing fast. But yeah, this is super easy. Like you can tell it's just shooting in the exact same spot every single time basically. Look at that spread, dude. This is where I was shooting from all the way back there. The recovery speed on this thing is insane. But yeah, gamers, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys found this helpful. Please like and sub, because I'm trying to continue this series, and it's going to be a ton of episodes, like 150, like I said before. But anyways, gamers, that's going to do it for the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.